I've been watching Steve Harvey since I was a kid. As someone who grew up in the 90s, I love Steve Harvey, a black man who is or who was representing the black community all over the world. Steve Harvey has been a motivational speaker for a very long time, and also his comedic personality has been making him a very big wonder all over the world. In today's video, I'm going to discuss the unfortunate saga that has been happening concerning Steve Harvey. Is his wife divorcing him? Secondly, is it really true that she slept with a bodyguard? And most importantly, we're going to discuss the fact that Steve Harvey may have been defamed by these different tabloids and social media handles. In today's video, we're going to discuss everything, the possible lawsuits which are going to affect Steve Harvey's possible career. And let's go right into the video and discuss all the possible lawsuits concerning Steve Harvey and his wife. So let's go. Welcome everyone, Simply Legal. My name is Terry Kahuma, usual host on this channel, and like Simply Legal always does it, we like to break down current events and different sagas and always put out the legal side behind it. We also like to discuss different topics which affect your day-to-day life, whether you're an international person from Sweden, Japan, China, even Uganda, my very own. I do topics which are laws simplified. Let's dive right in. Steve Harvey, like I've said, has been involved in a saga ever since Friday, which was the 25th of August 2023. Steve Harvey and his wife have been married since 2007, and it's quite unfortunate that now the news broke out on Twitter that Steve Harvey's wife cheated on him with a bodyguard and with his ex-chef who makes dishes, and now she's even suing him for purportedly $400 million about their divorce. So apparently, Steve Harvey fired his social media manager. You know, for influencers and celebrities, they always have social media managers. So his social media manager on Friday went out to his Twitter page, who is Steve Harvey, and then he ended up putting a comment on his Twitter page. He wrote a tweet stating that, "Name me one comedian who is not funny," in quotes. Now, Steve Harvey did not like that. He immediately fired his social media manager. People asked him why he did that. He even released a video recently asking why he fired his social media manager. Now, in the video that he did, Steve Harvey stated that he is a motivational speaker / comedian. He stands for positivity, and he did not like the fact that his social media manager put out that tweet. Now, let me not bore you so much with the facts. I'm here to discuss the possible lawsuits. Did you know that according to the laws of contracts, you cannot just fire an employee of yours? I'm not so much into Steve Harvey's life, but I'll definitely tell you for a fact that they did have a contract. In the United States, they have a very large economy, and the economy also seeps into the legal part of it. So you find that Steve Harvey had an agreement or a contract with his social media manager. Now, for Steve Harvey to wake up and just fire a social media manager because of a tweet like that, it's seen wrong, because even in Uganda, you can sue your employer just by doing that. No one can sue you just by you making a statement that you have not liked, and unless it was expressly stated in the contract between the employer and you, who is the employee. I did a video on employment contracts and what you need to find there, so I'll leave the link in the description below. But it's important to know that by Steve Harvey just firing his manager just like that, he faces possible lawsuits with the manager. Number one, he faces breach of contract. He also faces unlawful termination. He also faces a number of rights that were not respected in their contract. Now, we need to understand that by unlawfully dismissing someone without even giving them fair notice, then those are also breaching principles of natural justice. In Uganda, in our constitution, we have Article 28, which talks about principles of natural justice, and that you must give someone a fair hearing. When I looked at the facts of Steve Harvey's case, I read that his social media manager wanted some more engagement with Steve Harvey before Steve Harvey fired him. Of course, any person would have taken their brand serious, but Steve Harvey took matters into his own hands, and then he fired the social media manager. That's the first possible lawsuit. Let's go to the lawsuit of his wife, or the possible legal action against his wife. Let's go. So the second possible lawsuit that is around the Steve Harvey saga is, of course, the divorce lawsuit with his wife. Now, Steve Harvey came out and actually agreed that his wife indeed cheated on him, but he's taking things cool. Now, by yesterday, which was Sunday, he then claimed that, you know what, the tabloids and the different social media houses or platforms are now fabricating facts and stating that me and my wife are divorcing, which is actually false. Now, the purpose of this video is to discuss for you what possible lawsuits are there around this saga. Steve Harvey indeed can actually sue for cheating because his wife cheated on him, and cheating are among the grounds of divorce in any jurisdiction. Grounds of divorce come to things like cheating, which is infidelity, desertion of the home, cruelty, bestiality, but in this case, Steve Harvey can actually sue his wife for $400 million. Now, according to the facts, his wife is actually the one who cheated on him and is now suing him. I saw different memes about it and I actually found it very funny. But in actual sense, Steve Harvey can actually counter sue his wife if at all the rumors of the wife filing for divorce are actually true. So let's go to the last one and then we can wrap up this video and see where Steve Harvey will actually go if he pursues a lawsuit. Now, the third part of this video and the last segment is the possible lawsuits between Steve Harvey and the social media platforms or the media houses. Now, many of us know that social media is the way to go in today's world. So it's not that people definitely published this false news according to him, the possible lawsuit in the newspapers, but the social media handles and Twitter has been exploding over Steve Harvey's news. So where am I getting at? Steve Harvey can actually sue for defamation if he chose to. Why? I'm going to explain. What's the definition of defamation? Defamation is the use of words or the act of using words to hurt someone's reputation or destroy someone's reputation and standing in society. So defamation or defamatory actions, if I make a statement about, let's say, Nandala Mafabi in Uganda, or I make a statement about Mr. Chagulanyi, who is Bobby Wine, and I say, Mr. Chagulanyi did this and it let's say destroys his reputation. The exact statement I've said, either with my words or written, is going to destroy his reputation. So that's what defamation is. Defamation is the use of words to destroy someone's reputation. Now, what are the types of defamation? We have what's called libel, which is written, and then we have slander. Many of you have come across a word called slander. Slander means me speaking with my mouth to destroy someone's reputation. So if I went, let's say, on NBS or on NTV or even my YouTube channel, and I went around making false statements about, let's say, Will Smith or any public figure in the world, then that amounts to slander. That person can actually sue me for defamation, especially if what I'm saying is false. So defamation is the use of false words to destroy a person's reputation. I think you get the point now. Then we have libel. Libel is written. Many times, even we have our very own President Museveni, who sued Daily Monitor. Daily Monitor came out during the COVID-19 pandemic, and then they said that President Museveni knew that the COVID-19 drugs were being supplied to different wealthy people in Uganda. So the president did not like that and he ended up suing Daily Monitor, stating that that was a false statement. So for defamation, for a suit for defamation to work, the statement must be a false one, meaning what they say about you must not be true and you've taken offense about it. Now, what are the ingredients of defamation? Number one, the statement must be false, like I've just said. A statement of defamation should be false. Number two, the statement must have been published, meaning it must have reached public domain. It must have either reached newspapers, or it must have reached social media, or it must be public information that people know. So if I'm a public figure and I walk into my office and people tell me that, Terry, can you imagine what someone has said about your news and your YouTube channel, that you've been getting government money to be able to publish this, or you've been financed by ADF, or let's say Al-Shabaab, and I actually have proof that this person said it, like there's a recording on a video that he said this, then I'm actually going to sue them for defamation. Then also, the person who I am suing for defamation must have damaged my reputation. So meaning the defendant, who is the person who said the statement, must have damaged my reputation beyond reasonable doubt. Meaning, when it comes to a lawsuit of defamation, the fact that someone has given a false statement, it means that you're going to lose further opportunities because of that reputational damage. It means that the statement that person has made, that Terry's channel, Simply Legal, is being financed by ADF rebels or Al-Shabaab, it means that it's going to make other brand ambassadors not work with me. It's going to make me lose out on brand deals. Clients are not going to come and work with me as a lawyer. So, meaning that I actually have a right to go and sue this person. And most importantly, a defamatory statement must have not been true to begin with. So, those are all the ingredients for defamation. Last the last ingredient that actually applies is what's called malice. So a malicious statement is that this person meant to harm or damage you, your reputation. So defamation is, it's more of a suit according to damage to someone's reputation. So according to the facts of Steve Harvey's case, the fact that these media houses came out and said that his wife is suing him for 400 million US dollars in their divorce petition is actually not true. He came out and cleared the air and said, me and my wife are actually okay. My family is okay. All of us are fine. So what these people are saying is not true about us divorcing. So if Steve Harvey really wanted, he would have actually sued these social media handles, including Twitter, for allowing such a defamatory statement to have come out and damage his reputation. So, thank you everyone for listening to me. I'm yours truly, Terry Kahuma. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and most importantly, share this video, and also share this video with Steve Harvey. He could have enjoyed this video of all the possible lawsuits. It could actually open his eyes. Most importantly, always know that in any saga or in anything in life, there is always a legal side to things. Steve Harvey can sue these media houses. He can also sue his wife for cheating. And thirdly, and most importantly, his former social media manager can actually sue him for breach of contract and for unlawful termination without a fair hearing. So, until next time, I'm yours truly, Terry Kahuma. If there's anything you liked in a future video, please leave it in the comment section below. If there's anything or any comment you'd want about this saga or any other saga, leave it in the comment section. Always hit me up on my social media platforms on TikTok, on Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp, and the likes. Until next time, I'll see you. Bye.